What's up, guys? Tomahawk here, and welcome back to another episode of the Minecraft Prison. We are playing on Kastia as usual, and if you guys recall in the previous episode, what I did was I spent the majority of my time in mine numero Q. Even though Q is not a number, it is a letter. I know the difference. I'm not a dummy like that. We spent the majority of the time doing that, and I also told the story of my first kisses and stuff like that, and I thought, you know, it was pretty cool and enjoyable this time, and that's pretty awesome. But if you look right now, if I go on the tab list, you can see the total number of people on the server right now is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's only 10 people online right now, which means this is the perfect time for me to go ahead and just exploit the PvP mine as much as what someone just gave me. Some okay, I'm just free. I'll take them. I'll take your diamond blocks. Just why not? You know, it leaves the perfect opportunity to just go ahead and chill in the PvP mine. I mean, if you check it out, there's not too many people there. And we're going to be doing that probably the majority of the episode. I don't even know what we're going to be. I'm excited, though. It's awesome to be able to do risky stuff in the middle of the night because, you know, not as many people are there to absolutely destroy you. But anyway, guys, I'm getting off topic. Let's go ahead and get into this episode of the Minecraft Prison. Okay, guys, so we're here. Okay, guys, so we're here at the PvP mine. It appears that the majority of people here, they're not really fighting. I mean, there's two guys down there. I don't know if they're actually duking it out, but this guy seems to be pretty cool. He's not really doing anything. He's just, you know, he's doing his own thing. He don't care. You know, he's just grabbing whatever. So I think we're gonna chill and just, you know, be sitting here and having ourselves a little bit of a conversation. And so what I did was, like, about 3 days ago is I got really bored and I started watching, like, documentary type things on YouTube because, you know, what else am I gonna do in, like, at like 11 o'clock at night besides sleeping, right? So I decided to look up a bunch of different you know, documentaries, and I stumbled across the nuclear fusion documentary. And, well, I mean, I was looking at stuff about, like, alternative you know, methods of, like, energy and stuff like that, because I was like, you know, what are people inventing and stuff? What kind of cool stuff is out there? And the thing that I discovered at the end of it was the idea of nuclear fusion, which is friggin' awesome. So if you guys don't know, the majority of the power that the world consumes is through petroleum and natural gas. So, like, you know, the majority of stuff that we expend is non-renewable resources, right? Like oil and you know, like other types of gases that we burn for fuel. They're not renewable energy sources, and not to mention the fact that they're really scarce the majority of the time, and also they can what else about them? I'm just trying to think about it. The majority of the time, you know, it could be expensive, right? Because, like, you could go buy your, you know, gas at the gas station, and it'll be, you know, $4.10 in California right now. It's ridiculous. You know, down in LA, it's just really, really expensive gasoline. And so things like solar power and you know, hydroelectric, wind power, those are awesome because they're renewable resources, right? They happen naturally. You know, wind turbines and, you know, water turbines underwater and stuff, and solar panels, you know, energy from the sun. That stuff's absolutely free. But the cooler thing is nuclear energy, right? And the nuclear energy that we're accustomed to right now in the world is nuclear fission energy. So what this is in comparison to fusion is, what you do is you take an element of a high instability and high weight. So you can get, like, you know, uranium, whatever isotope, and then that thing will have an extremely easily. It's extremely easily broken apart. So what they do is they fire another atom at it, and the uranium molecule splits off into two less dense atoms, and with that, a bunch of energy is released, and that's what nuclear fission is. The only problem with nuclear fission, well, there's a couple big problems with nuclear fission. The main one being waste. You know, nuclear stuff, it can let off radiation, and in the end, you know, there can be a lot of bypass, like, extra gross stuff that can be, you know, harmful to both the environment and people if you get near it. You know, if you don't want radiation poisoning killing you. So the cooler, more awesome idea is nuclear fusion. It's the opposite of nuclear fission. Instead of splitting one atom into two atoms, you're actually splitting two atoms into one atom. The idea is, what you do is you have two hydrogen atoms and you split them, or you shoot them at each other, and with a super amount of energy, or, you know, not with a super amount of energy, with a small amount of energy, whatever energy. And what happens is that those two hydrogen atoms, they form into one helium atom. And that helium atom also lets off a ton of energy. So this means a nuclear fusion reactor would run on water instead of uranium. So, probably start packing your water, kids, because in around 10 years, your water is going to be worth quite a bit. The reason why nuclear fusion is not necessarily a main power source as of yet is because nuclear fusion isn't possible yet. A lot of people are researching into it and stuff like that, but a lot of people can't get a stable enough reaction to make a reactor that puts out more energy than it takes in with nuclear fusion. We've fused atoms before. It's not necessarily possible to make a reactor as of yet, but scientists say that it'll be done within the next 10 years. Then again, 30 years, 30 years, for the past 30 years they've been saying, oh, 10 more years, and it's been 30 years since nuclear fusion has first entered, its developmental stage, which, also sucks because, we're waiting forever on this energy. But I didn't even get into the part where it starts getting absolutely awesome and amazing. Also, there's people fighting over there. I'm not going to deal with them. Not going to fight those guys. Nopety nope. This isn't even where it gets amazing, okay? So the fact that this fusion energy, it's so efficient that it produces a ton of energy. I forgot exactly the amount that it does, but it's like in the amount of a liter of water, it can produce 10 kilowatt hours or something, 10,000 kilowatt hours, which is enough to power like a couple thousand homes for like a year or something. Like I don't know, but like you'd probably look up the logistics because I don't necessarily remember the exact numbers, but it can give an absurd amount of power, and not to mention it's 100% clean, right? Because you're only fusing two hydrogen atoms into one helium atom. So in reality, the only byproducts you're getting are probably oxygen, because you're turning water into hydrogen, or you're separating water into hydrogen and oxygen to get the hydrogen by itself. Then you use the hydrogen to turn into two helium atoms. And obviously helium's an inert gas, so that doesn't do anything. And oxygen, well, we breathe that, so that's not bad either. And hydrogen's, only bad in the sense that if you have a lot of it and it blows up, yeah, you can cause some issues. Also, what the heck's going on with my mouse right now? I'm getting some weird, oh, I guess there it fixed itself. I guess it was bugging out for a second there. And then that means like a bunch of new stuff is able to happen. Okay, so like we could start like producing wireless power. It's something that already exists, by the way. I think Nikola Tesla invented it. It's the idea that you can have wireless, like I'm not talking about wireless energy like that, like that dumb thing you bought for your phone where it allows you to put your you put your phone in a special case and then you put it on like a little table thing, and then it transfers energy that way. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about 100% wireless energy. All right, I don't know the way it works because I'm not a scientist, but you could be like chilling in one room and you have your wireless energy source in the other room, and you could have your phone in your hand and your phone's charging. Yeah, that's crazy, right? Absolutely crazy. And it brings up new things like increased space travel, because space travel is going to be extremely easy and cheap because you'll be able to make super efficient rockets that run off this nuclear fusion power. You can have a rocket that has a fusion reactor in it. Why not? Why not have the thing produce its own energy? You could have cars that have nuclear fusion reactors that can go months without having to be refilled. It's crazy. And like, this isn't nuclear fusion related, but I figured I'd spew it while I'm talking about it, is this new type of battery that's being developed. It's I forgot the name of it. They're not. I want to say it's a supercapacitor, but I also don't want to say it's a supercapacitor because I don't necessarily know the difference between them. But there's two types of batteries that exist. There's lithium-ion batteries, which you guys are probably familiar with. It's the battery that's in your phone. It's the type of battery that takes a really long time to charge, but the thing that we take advantage of is something that it takes forever to discharge. So you can have your phone, it'll take like 3 or 4 hours to charge, and then it'll last for 5 hours. Now that 3 to 4 hour time kind of sucks because it takes your phone forever to charge, but that's just the way lithium-ion batteries work. You can't really get them that more efficient. But there's this other type of battery that exists. It's called a capacitor. What it does is it pretty much functions in the exact opposite way that a lithium-ion battery does. It can take in energy extremely quickly, but the downside of it is that it releases energy really quickly. A good example of capacitors being used in general function is you have a lot of capacitors in your computer, especially on your motherboard, things that transfer energy to and from little bits on your motherboard that need it. You don't really need to know the way they work, just know that there's capacitors on your computer. So there's people who are trying to take lithium-ion batteries and see the best things about lithium-ion batteries, which is obviously that they last a long time, and they see the thing that is, I'm pretty sure this is actually called a supercapacitor. They see the things that are the best about a supercapacitor or a regular capacitor, that it could charge in like 2 seconds. And then you also have the lithium-ionness that it can last 5 hours, and you invent this new type of battery that can charge your phone in 30 seconds, and your phone will last like, 10 hours or something like that. This is like a type of energy this is a type of battery that, is possible in theory, but it's not necessarily available to the public yet, and it's probably still in the beta stages. Rumor has it, all right? I don't know where I got this information. I'm not going to tell you where I got this information, but you heard it here first, folks. Is Google is actually focusing a lot of their assets and their part of their team to developing a new type of battery. Apparently, what they did is they got a battery in a phone to charge in like 10 minutes, and it lasted 30 hours or something like that, something crazy like that. But they said, no, that's not good enough, so they scrapped it, and then they started the plan over again to redesign the battery to make it better. I'm not telling you where I got this information, because I'm pretty sure I could get in trouble for knowing this, or the person who told me this could probably get in trouble, because this is probably super classified information or something. I don't even know. But, I wouldn't be too surprised if within the next, couple years, Google releases, Google develops and trademarks a new type of battery that is super awesome and makes that sort of stuff work. But anyway, going back to the nuclear fusion thing, just to wrap it up, is you guys should be 100% excited about fusion energy, because it means that in about 10 or 20 years, whenever this thing's 100% developed, you will most definitely be stoked that your phone will never run out of charge again, and the fact that you could pay for gas for like 30 cents a gallon or less. I'm obviously lowballing that, or I'm actually highballing that, to be honest. It's probably going to cost even less. Point is, energy is going to be like freaking free, and everyone's going to be really, 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 really happy, because no one's going to have to worry about electricity again. Not to mention, with free electricity for everybody, I bet there's going to be free Wi-Fi for everybody. I heard that Google's trying to go for worldwide like internet or worldwide Wi-Fi for everybody by 2020. It's called Project Loon. They're actually trying to they're doing this in Africa. I think it's Africa right now. What they do is they're putting a bunch of hot air balloons with hot spots all over and apparently it gives you free internet. So that sounds pretty cool and stuff. Okay, so with that bit of, I guess, just excitement and topic out of the way, I'm gonna go ahead and just say that I think we've spent enough time in this PvP mine. Actually, how much money do I have right now? Let me check my balance. So I did have $101 million as I started this, and now that we're doing this, like we've been doing this for a little while, my balance is now at 167 million. I think is that the way it is? And then 1, 2, 3. Yep, I'm at 160. Oh, hell. I'm okay. I'm pretending like I didn't see that. Sorry. And now we're at 160 million. So this is actually really, really efficient in getting yourself lots of money really quickly. So obviously it's tons better than the regular mines, in my opinion. So definitely come to the PvP mines, guys, because you're making a mill pretty much every other inventory, right? Because you sell your full inventory and you're getting 480k. You can do that like once every minute or so. It's easy cash, guys. I'm telling you, you should totally do it. Actually, I think that's a million every minute. I think. I don't even know. But anyway, I'm digressing. Let's get the heck out of this PvP mine. Oh no. Oh, whatever. I'm cutting here so I don't look like an idiot. Okay, guys. So before I end this video, I'm actually going to do something really quick. So I'm going to actually do an auction of... Let's see. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. I'm going to do an auction of my pickaxe that I have in my inventory. So the way this command works is it says you do aux start and then the quantity. So you're selling 1, the price, the increment, and the time. So I'm going to start the bidding at... I don't know. Let's start it at 10 million. Why not? Actually, let's start at 1 million. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We're still starting it at 1 million. Actually, no, that's baloney. We're starting at 10 million. Because I'm sure tons of people get tons of money. So 1, 2, 3, yeah. And then 1, 2, 3. So that's 10 million right there. And then we're going to do increments of, why not say 1 million? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to set it on there for 60 seconds. So let's try that. The starting bid is too high. Okay, we'll lower it. We'll lower it. We'll take a 0 off. Okay, we'll take a 0 off again. Why not? Take 2 zeros off. There. The bid increment is too large. We'll just... This is hard. Okay, what the heck? Let's try that again. There. Why not? Bedrock pick. Let's see what people sell for it. All right, we're starting it for 60 seconds. And let's see what people pay for it. You know, this is bedrock pick on auction. Bedrock pick on auction. Let's see what people do. I don't know if anyone's going to do this. Okay. Oh, dang, I could have actually done the hover word thing. Let's see what's going on here. We got 60 seconds on this thing. I don't even know. I'm just trying to think of random stuff to say while anyone makes a bid. Is no one making a bid right here? I mean, come on. Starting bid's 10,000. That's a deal and a half. Okay, someone bet 10,000. That's good. 30 seconds here. Come on. If he spends 10,000 on a freaking pick, I'm gonna be like, you what, mate? Because like this thing is super valuable and expensive. Not to mention, you could go on the PvP mine and get like 1 million every like 2 minutes or something like that. Come on, bid more, bid more. No. Okay, 30 seconds are left in it. If I sell this thing for 10,000, I swear, it's 20,000. Okay, 20,000. Okay, how much money was that? I don't even know. You just sniped the hell out of that thing. How much did he sell it for? Is that how much money was that? How much money was that? That was $100 million he just paid for it, I think. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's $100 million. Yeah. Sharkfin paid $100 million for my... I'll take it. That's like a... Because I could just do the kit again, right? Have I used the kit today? No, I haven't used the kit today. There you go. Boom. I got another one. Easy. Roll the outro. Alrighty then, guys. With that, I'd like to end this episode of The Prison. I hope you guys are as excited about nuclear fusion energy as I am. I suggest making a couple awesome, Google searches. There's some cool YouTube videos out there that explain it, and I don't know if you're interested in that sort of thing, but if you are, I say looking into it, because especially if you're bored, to be honest, it's just some really cool stuff, and I'm just excited for the future. A bunch of cool stuff's gonna happen. I'm feeling it. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. I'll see you guys in the next video, and I hope you guys have a nice day, please.